Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sarah Grayson, where grace begins with you. Welcome back everyone. I have another video I want to talk about. I said that I would be doing a video about these prices of these fragrances, these increases of the fragrances, different fragrance houses that are going up astronomically, going, increasing through the roof, and how everyone feels about fragrances and different perfumers increasing their prices. I know Tom Ford is one. Dior has had another price increase, especially the Privé collection. And the Privé collection, we'll get into my thoughts about that collection because I have a vast majority of those fragrances. But before we get started, I want to thank you for joining me today. I want to thank my subscribers, my new subscribers, and anyone that just came in, peeked their head in to see what's going on over here. Please share, subscribe, put a big thumbs up for me. I would greatly appreciate it, guys. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Ridiculous with the price. You know, everybody's into fragrances now. We're doing a lot of more reviews on fragrances. It's a hot topic. You know, you see it all over Instagram. You see it on TikTok and YouTube platforms where people are starting, as myself, starting channels about different fragrances and perfumers and perfumes. So are they really looking at this in a big picture? I'm not sure, but I wanted to share some fragrances, and some of them are, or most of them are from the house of Tom Ford. And I'm with the groups or this is my, because I pay for my fragrances. But I'm on the side of it's getting ridiculous. Like it's getting out of hand. You know, I fragrances love to. It's a damper for these outrageous prices. But let's get into these fragrances that I have. And as I said, the majority of them to be with Tom Ford, because we know that he's I read an article that he may be selling his brand and that his fragrances will be going up in price. So are we going to just savor what we have, which is probably what I'm going to do, or are we going to pay those astronomical prices? You know, tell me, leave your thoughts below in the comment section and tell me what you think. And what fragrances you have that you probably won't be repurchasing because of the prices are getting ridiculous, or that you can't live without and you don't mind the prices. I want to hear it both ways. So without further ado, let's get into this. Is the Tom Ford White Patchouli. And I've had this fragrance for a while. Let me get one sniff of it, guys. Let's set it right here. Tell me if you can't see it. I'm trying to work my background a little bit more. I'll hold it up for a little bit. This is Tom Ford's White Patchouli. My label's a little scratched, but I've had it for a while. I don't wear this fragrance as much, even though I enjoy it. It's not a dirty or patchouli or anything like that. It's really a mild fragrance to me. Let's get into the main accords. The main accords are patchouli, woody, floral, white floral, warm, spicy, aromatic, rose, balsamic, earthy, and fresh. And then we'll go into the notes. The top notes are white flower, coriander, peony, bergamot, The middle notes are amberette, muskmallow. That's a muskmallow, rose, jasmine, and the base notes are patchouli. This one is, to me, it's a delicate. I hope it focuses. Sometimes it doesn't want to focus. Let me put the camera a little bit. To me, it's a delicate. I'll hold it. It's a delicate fragrance. You can smell the rose. You can smell the white. The white flowers. The bergamot kind of blends everything or keeps everything together. It's a pretty fragrance. It's a pretty floral, white floral fragrance. I don't get a lot of the woody notes, but it can be deep. I don't know if that makes sense. It can be very deep. It's a lovely fragrance. Right now, it's still 100. You can get this size, which I believe is a 1.7, for $150 dollars. So that's about what I paid for it anyway. Matter of fact, I'm not quite sure, but I think I paid 150. So this price haven't changed. This one hasn't changed. And I think it'll be a great addition to your collection. I don't plan on getting rid of any of my Tom Ford fragrances. And this one is a good one. If you like white florals, if you like beautiful, like kind of secret scents, it has projection and it has longevity. And this is Tom Ford White Patchouli. The next one I had is from Tom Ford, but it's a fragrance that I had heard something about from one of the YouTubers, and I figured, let me get it. Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Now this one is, the main accords are leather, animalic, white floral, warm spicy, amber, smoky, earthy, mossy, patchouli, and it's woody. The notes are cardamom, leather, jasmine sandalwood, amber, moss, and patchouli. Let me get a sniff right quick, guys. You get the leather, you get the patchouli, you get the moss, you get that animalic portion of the fragrance. You get the mossy, the leather is what I get, and it's like almost like a metallic leather. That's what I get. So it's and you can smell a little bit of sweetness. Like it's like a leather that isn't like a rough leather or a leather that's very like structured. It's like almost like a little bit of buttery leather, soft leather, and it's almost metallic. You can smell the metallic sweetness in the back. I love this fragrance. I don't wear it as much as I would like to or should. Let me put it down here so you guys can see it. But I will start to take more note of it and wear it more often. I think as many of us are, I'm still gonna savor a lot of my fragrances. This one, I think you still can get it at the regular price, which is $150 for this size, which is a 1.7. So right now we haven't seen the increase on this one, and if it didn't go up astronomically or it was an enormous increase, I would get this again, Ombre Leather. But you can find it on a lot of the discount websites, so you shouldn't have a problem finding this one. But this one is a really good one, and it is a unisex fragrance. I meant to tell you guys that the white patchouli it says it's for women. So just so you know, this one is listed as a unisex for men and women. And I can see it being for a man or a woman. The next one we have, guys, is a good one. It's a really familiar one from Tom Ford. Probably many people have this fragrance. Many people are delighted in this fragrance. Many people give great reviews about this one. Smell right quick. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, this one is Tom Ford Black Orchid. This one is a good one. It is listed as for women. I've heard men reviews and they wear this just as well because I think it can be a unisex fragrance. Let's get into the accords. The accords are warm, spicy, earthy, woody, sweet, amber, patchouli, chocolate, floral, fruity, and balsamic. The notes are truffle, which is predominantly the scent I smell. Gardenia, blackcurrant, ylang yang, ylang ylang, jasmine, bergamot, mandarin orange, and Amalfi lemon. The middle notes are orchid, spices, gardenia. Fruity notes, ylang ylang, jasmine, and lotus. And the base notes are Mexican chocolate, patchouli, vanilla, incense, amber, sandalwood, vetiver, and white musk. I get truffle and oak moss. That's what I get with this fragrance. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. To me, it's not an everyday fragrance. It can be unisex, even though they say it's listed for a woman. It's so complex. To me, it's complex, but those two notes that I mentioned, you smell right off the bat and it stays throughout the fragrance. It's just, it's a fragrance with a lot of depth. It's a fragrance that calls for something fancy, something fabulous, something elegant, something mature, something black tie event, ball gown event. It's a evening fragrance, even though you can wear it during the day if you dare. It's still presented as a beautiful, stunning, evening, extravagant fragrance. Let me get one spray, guys. Oh, this is so lovely. And it's funny because every time you smell it, I'm not quite sure. Everybody, this is just my opinion. It livens something up in you every time you smell it. You can smell this 100 times and you take it, you put it aside, you haven't smelled it in a long time, and then you smell it again and it'll renew everything that's been sleeping, awaken everything that's been sleeping in you. That's the type of fragrance you get, or feeling you get with this fragrance of Tom Ford. Let me set it here. Tom Ford Black Orchid. Okay. The next one we have still get it at a good price, which is $150. I'm not sure if it works, even though it's a very popular fragrance. So if you haven't been able to get your hands on it, I will go ahead and get it at that price. I don't think you'll ever be disappointed in that fragrance. It has great longevity. The protection is spectacular, and I don't think you will regret Velvet Orchid. Now this one is a little subtle, more subtle than Black Orchid. It's like velvet, smooth, beautiful, soft. This one, the main accords are sweet, floral, woody, honey, powdery rum, warm, spicy, amber, vanilla, and citrus. The notes are, top notes are rum, honey, bergamot, mandarin orange, black orchid, rose, jasmine is the middle notes. And the base notes are myrrh, vanilla, and sandalwood. And as I said to you, this one's a little more warm and woody. It's a little bit more velvety, like the name. It isn't as right in your face, but you will notice it. Like you will know she or he has it on. This says it's a fragrance, Luminaire. That's what it's called, Velvet Orchid Luminaire Time for. I may be saying it a little different, but they say it's a woman's fragrance, but I can see a man or a woman wearing its fragrance, unisex. It's a beautiful fragrance. To me, it's a delightful, delicate scent, like a sensitive fragrance. If that makes, let me take one sniff, guys. Even though it doesn't list as an ingredient, I smell a little bit of like lavender in the back. This one is just like a velvet, silky smooth, like almost a silky smooth, just right after you come out of the shower. You know what would be a good? I'd spray both of them. The black orchid and this velvet orchid blended together, because the velvet orchid would cut through some of the oak mossy truffle boldness in the black orchid, and it would give it that soft, mellow, smoothness to cut through some of the boisterousness in the black orchid. It would be a good blend, because I just sprayed them both and they smell really good together. Again, this is Tom's Ford Velvet Orchid. You can get this. I don't know if I said that. I've looked this up. It's still the same price. This is a 1.7 fluid ounce. I don't know if you can see that. It's $150. So if you can get your hands on this, I wouldn't wait, because at least you'll have it in your collection. The next one we have is a very familiar one, guys. It's a good one, a really good one. I'm glad to have it in my collection. I was looking forward to its brother. I never ended up getting my hands on it, because I had a lot of, I can say, inspirations or dupes, and I found one that was really good, so I just stuck with it and never ended up getting the original Tom Ford. But this one, Vanille Fatale. This one is a good one, guys. This one is a really good one. Supposed to be the sister of Tobacco Vanille. So this one, the main accords are vanilla, warm, spicy, sweet, amber, woody, powdery, leather, aromatic, balsamic, tobacco. And the notes are, top notes are rum, myrrh, alabadum, saffron, coriander, orange, lime, barley is the middle note, coffee, plum, frangipani, narcissus, artemisa, right, rose. The base notes are Madagascar vanilla, suede, tobacco, mahogany, patchouli, oak moss, and violet. Let me get one spray, guys. One spray. Oh, this one is so good. Ooh. They're right. It is the sister of Tobacco Vanilla. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's light on the tobacco. You can smell that it's very boozy, very not to the extreme as all you smell is rum, but it's boozy. Let me set it here. It's boozy. It's vanilla. You can smell a little bit of the coffee. The chocolate is in the background. It's just, I smell chocolate in the background. The notes doesn't say it has chocolate. It has a tobacco that's almost like a pipe tobacco, not a tobacco that's like a cigar tobacco. So it's like mellow. It's mellow. It's the plum. You get a little bit of the plum. The rose, you smell lingering through the fragrance. It's not potent right in your face. You get the woody notes. You get the suede, but at the top and at the base, you get the tobacco and the vanilla. So that stays throughout the fragrance. It's pretty. It is a sister of tobacco vanilla. And if you don't want something that potent, this one would be the one you would go for. They say it's a unisex fragrance, and I can get that for some of us that want something tobacco or want something that's vanilla and want to go in. And this one is Tom Ford Vanille Fatale. Beautiful, perfection. Get your hands on it if you can, guys. And then I have one more because this video has been a little long, but I'm glad you guys are staying here with me. Please don't forget to just put some comments. Tell me what Tom Ford fragrances you have, and if you'll be, if you know you need to repurchase, will you buy at the price if they go up, and will you just savor what you have and try to hold on that fragrance as long as you can? Tell me, is it worth the increase? Let me know. Tell me in the comments below. I'm happy to engage with you guys and talk with you and reply to your comments. And I just enjoy talking and expressing and reviewing. We have Tom Ford Noir Femme. This one is, the main accords is sweet, vanilla, amber, woody, powdery, balsamic, citrus, warm, spicy, latonic, and aromatic. You see how these ingredients all kind of lead to the same. They may have one or two different ingredients that the last fragrance by Tom Ford didn't have. So you don't have to worry about, you know, if you don't get this one or you don't get that one. They all kind of have the same fragrance profile. So it's not, sometimes it's not a must that you have all of them. They all kind of sit in the same category. They either musky and woody, or they're like oriental. So if you miss out on one, don't feel bad. You know, if you don't have one in your collection, don't feel bad. They all kind of carry the same scent profile. So, you know, add a citrus to it. Get one and add a little bit of citrus perfume to it, because that's what it's doing. Let's get into the notes, guys. The top notes are ginger, bitter orange, mandarin orange, bergamot. The middle notes are coffee, rose, jasmine, orange blossom, and the base notes are vanilla, amber, sandalwood, mystique, or lentisque. Never heard of that, but this one is, let me get, this one is fresh. It's fresh. You know, we think of noir, we think deep, dark. This is fresh. It's sweet. The citrus makes it fresh. You can see it on the bottom. Set it down. You think noir, you think deep, you think it's rich, but it's not deep and it's not dark. It's fresh, it's citrus, it's vanilla, It's balsamic. It's it's a little spicy. It's aromatic. Exactly. It's aromatic. It's clean. So if you're thinking noir and you're thinking heavy, you're thinking dark, this is not it. That's not it. It's fresh, it's clean, it's open, it's vibrant. It has a little bit of woody notes. You can kind of smell it in the back, but it's kind of sweet, not syrupy sweet, but you can smell the sweet notes. You can smell the vanilla. I don't get powdery, but I get citrus because I get the freshness. I get the the bitterness, a little bit of bitterness. So this one is a good one. Noir Femme is a really good time for it. Noir Femme is Pour Femme is a really good, vibrant fragrance. And that's all I have for you today, guys. I want to talk. Oh, I meant to say, let me say that the price I seen it's still 150. It's 150 for 170 for this one. You may be able to find it a little lower, 150. So I haven't seen an increase in this one as of yet. And if you can pick it up, I would suggest you do. This one is for a woman. I could say a male or female wearing it. Okay, guys, I just want to wrap this up. Let me know your thoughts on the prices of these fragrances, and we're going to talk about Dior. I decided we'll talk about Dior, the Privé collection, when I bring out the fragrances I have, because we know that they have increased their prices a couple times too. Are you going to still purchase from them? Because I think I'm kind of done. Unless I find some at a good price somewhere else. But I want to thank you guys for coming and spending your day with me. I want to get as much content out I can about my fragrances and share my reviews and my opinions and my thoughts. I want to thank you, Graceful Beauties, for coming back to see me. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Don't forget to comment. Give me a big thumbs up. And I'll see you next time, guys. I'll see you next time, my beauties. And don't forget that grace begins with you. Thank you.